Good day everybody and welcome to episode 30 of my Extreme Desert playthrough. I am Icon and today is the day where we're going to celebrate the finishing of this huge monument, mourn the death of a ton of iguanas and tell the stories behind that. Plus that, we're trying to survive, stock up on steel, and see what happens during this episode. And if you like this series, drop my channel a subscription and you won't miss any future content. So yeah, I finished this monument between this and the last episode because, well, there were some ramifications and, well, not that important. It's just important to know that we're finally done with this. Jane now wears a fine ruffled shirt and a lady's hat. She's now a acolyte because I was so friggin' tired while I was trying to record the last episode. I gave Amanda the psycast skills and Jane now has no psycast skills. That's how tired I was and that's why I didn't record the last few days. Well, at least this series. So we're having the cocoa finally done and this means some sort of an end of my food problems. The new problem arising right now is just this this lack of steel overall here. I don't have any steel. So I started to make up a lot of Charnikite sculptures because stone is basically the only thing really available in larger amounts here. So I figured that would help. Apart from that, sadly, only Lucy is a good arts person. Amanda is a good smith and tailor. But honestly, I almost have nothing to tailor with here. So sadly, that's no good source of income either. I could try to build some furniture, but well. Plus, yeah, I was talking about the deaths of the iguanas, so sadly, we had some mechanoid raid, and I don't know why, but I forgot to configure those poor iguanas to the iguana zone, and they were all about the place, and they died a horrible and miserable death. I feel very, very guilty about that, and I should, because I could have easily saved their lives, but well, life's hard on the rim, especially if you're not good at micromanaging your poor little iguanas. But there's something good about it all. This little lady here had some fertilized egg, maybe unlucky, and it's going to be a male, and we're going to proceed with those inbred iguanas. Don't know. I would prefer to get some outside male. Fresh genes, you know? Overall, I'm now at the road to gather up my resources and slowly start working towards the spaceship parts. Slowly. We're not that far away anymore, but I don't have any steel, so I want that long-range mineral scanner done, or maybe I'll get lucky and get the ground-penetrating scanner working. I don't know yet what will happen first. So, can I order Jane to do that manually? Yes, I can. Well, I should go for that. So, I have finally access to Royal Aid due to Jane's high rank now. Well, Acolyte is not really a high rank, so I feel a little bit safer now. Oh dear, the donkey is bugged. I can't see that this donkey is bugged. Sometimes they just bug close to walls. The only thing that that helps, as far as I know, is getting this done, getting this away, and building roofs. So you guys got this all wrong. So first of all, this is one big ignore roof area. You get me? We don't do roofs in here. It's looking so cool when you have these courts inside your base. And I felt like this is a very fitting place to have a little bit of a court. So, be gone. Also, obviously, I have to issue a remove roof area here as well. This roof management of this game is some really tedious slog. Would be easy to simplify that a little bit. So Jackboot now is doing the roofs on the walls, which is not necessary at all, but whatever. I let him do what he wants to do. So, okay, Donkey is still bugged. Giving him some way out didn't help him to debug. Sometimes they just do that. I don't know why. But this will now go until the poor thing collapses, and then we either carry it back home before it dies, or it will die from malnutrition. I had that several times before, and it's always the same story. I don't know. It's a little bit weird. Oh, animals. What is it? Oh, come on, just a rattlesnake. Boring. I mean, I could also try to tame them and try to get some money out of that, but I don't know. A little bit too lazy for that. A robber camp. So what would be the rewards for that? There's always some camp loot. There's 9 enemies in that. Neurocalculator and paint stopper plus camp loot. Crafting neurotrainer and psychic shock lance or goodwill of the Witterus. Well, that's not really interesting at all. Neurocalculators and paint stoppers, though. 9 enemies aren't that easy either. So yeah, and I opened up a new cocoa farm here because I felt like there's no such thing than too much cocoa, you know. That stuff is just so good and so valuable. Let's keep doing that. That's what happened in between. Yeah, it's really no use to put up a tailoring area here because there's just nothing to tailor with. I would do that if there would be anything to tailor with. Alright, so before I go completely nuts, I'm going to send a caravan towards Quito, and possibly I should go to those guys over at Mentone and sell something there. Who was my social person again here? Jane. I don't know why, but I have such hard time remembering who's my trading person in general. Don't know. Keeps being something I can't keep in my head. Well, alright, so we're going with Jane and Caro and bring the donkeys. We're having another pregnancy here. Awesome. So at least the donkeys are breeding. I mean, maybe I didn't get have success with the iguanas, but well, at least the donkeys. Which is kind of funny because the iguanas are way less demanding compared to but whatever. I think it's about time to think about consider mining and hunting caravans. Oh, what's that? Ah, it's a bombardment targeter. It's another get out of jail free card here that I have in my inventory. That makes me a little bit more relaxed towards the future, but still, I am a little bit concerned. You should be concerned when your colonies are that old. Oh, it's the ground penetrating scanner is, as a matter of fact, a research task. So plays bang on. That's finally something the old man can do well. All right. Because I'm very convinced that we should be able to find the steel I need on this map. So there we go. Just shaking and waking them to get them out of the place, because once they're off your map, their needs and such, well, you see, they might be tired, but they're still walking because it's day now. They didn't sleep well, but it doesn't matter. It's really, really strange, but... Oh, we have a trade ship in the orbit. Nice. Alrighty, so we have here dogs. Awesome. Dogs are awesome, but I don't feel like going for more animals just can't afford that. Of course, there's no healer max serum available. That stuff is just very, very rare these days. But I got used to that. The cure for flays might be Luciferium after all. But I don't want to go down that road. And for our way back home, 2 advanced components and as much steel as we can afford to bring. There we go. Oh man, that's such a miserable amount of everything, but whatever. Let's see, what do you guys have for sale, and much more importantly, what do you buy? Wow, my components are also super low. I'm so poor. I'm not used to being so poor. Well, at least I can sell off more of the art. Turns out art seems to be my biggest source of income. So not even these guys here have what I need. Damn. Such a tragedy. With version 1.1, the Helimex serums got damn rare. They're just super rare these days. Okay, but this monument, it's a very, very beautiful place. So, what's on the steely, actually? This furniture bears an artwork of dozens of shadowy figures slaughtering 3 dolphins. Acevedo organizes a resistance. The overall composition is triangular. As an interesting contrast, thousands of devils appear to the left of the main scene. This depiction relates to man-hunting beasts menacing Acevedo's district. Yeah, well, I'm okay with that. I would have wished for something more badass when it comes down to such a huge monument, but okay, okay. So this guy is not feeling it. If I amp up the research priority, yeah, then it's good. Okay, but he wants to sleep again. Let's try that tomorrow again. Need warm clothes? Are you kidding me? Warm clothes in the desert? Alright, IE Corporation left the orbit already. So sad, but okay. What happened to the Charnakite blocks? They're all used up. Alrighty, nice. Let's do more. There's still stone out there. More stone. And once the wood starts to stockpile up too hard, I think I'm going to make myself some biofuel refinery and start refining that stuff into camp fuel. That is also a nice source of income in general. Alright, so the new day has come, and Flays is now well rested, and let's drop him down at the... Come on, Flays. There's nothing more important than this. Alright, that's a really, really tragic that that's so hard to, let's try it like that. Maybe forced work will do the trick. Yeah. So, without the mod, it's not really possible to force your people properly to this job. What a pity. Okay, progress to guaranteed fine 10%, random fine interval 10.1 days, user scanning speed 30 per, oh gosh, this guy's just a pale shadow of himself. Poor guy. So that's not really any use there. If I compare that to one of my real let's see, what happens if I tune Caro into that? So scanning speed 171% and 1.8 days for a random fine interval. Oh gosh, what a pity. Flays is just and It's a female. Alright, so we need a new male iguana. I'm kind of like relieved. I don't like it when my animals are doing too much yeah, you know. I don't like it when they make babies with their own babies, but well, that's what animals do. Alrighty, big amounts of cocoa rolling in. Stuff is quite valuable too. So it's not only food, it's also a trade good, and that's the kind of combo I really do like. Let's do sculptures out of wood for a while. Like, let's do 10 of those to scrap 500 units of wood. So Lucy is busy with something useful again. There we go. While Coyote is cutting more and more blocks here. There's just not that much to do anymore, but oh, there's something I had in mind. So first off, I'll need to deconstruct those bad boys. There we go. Why didn't that get deconstructed? And obviously there is a lack of power cable here. And it's time to do the kill box. Well, I know it's lame. Don't hate me too much, but whatever. At some point of the game, I do like to do that. Because I don't want to lose everything in a cheap and cheesy way. Because I don't know how to deal with centipedes otherwise, to be quite honest, or some of those late game threats. They're just that powerful, and doing something like a kill box is making your life just easier. But it doesn't protect you from drop potters and stuff like that, so it's not as OP as it might look. Okay, so there we go. Cutting some nice stone blocks and doing the wooden art. Wooden art is not really worth a lot, but at least it's quickly done. The amount of work units is super low compared to stone. And the outcome, well, you can sell it too. So this place turns out to be a real artist's colony after all. Who would have thought? Alrighty, so I feel like I want to go for some hunting trip. Hunting and mining. I'm going to bring Jane. And I need somebody who's able to cook as well. Let's bring Amanda? No. Jane, Amanda, Coyote? No. Jane... No. Well, Jane, Carol, and Lucy, I'd say. And let's use the setup camp mod a little bit. Because this place is just too barren. And I don't have the resources to do anything, and let's take some risk. So, Jane, Lucy, and Carol are going for a vacation. Let's pick some chocolate. That's going to feed them for a few days. And apart from that, I'm bringing some medicine. And the goal is just to bring back home something valuable. Nothing more, nothing less. And they're going to walk here. And let's go. Setup Camp is a nice mod which allows you to enter the map tiles and scavenge there a little bit. And that's something I really like to do from time to time, especially in these extremely uncomfortable biomes. So we have to wait until tomorrow. That's okay. Flaze is down again, must have smoked another joint. He's at that level of illness that he's just going down whenever he's smoking a joint. But what is happening here? A group of seals is passing through the area. Through the desert. A group of seals. Are you kidding me? So it's the typical, hey, you left your colony, now let's have some event. situation. But apart from that, we have to kill those seals. I need that food. I need that leather, because pinniped leather, that's what they have here, is quite valuable, and it's quite good too. And I have what it takes to collect. Jackboot and Coyote are quite heavily armed, and I even have Amanda available with a good melee weapon. Plus Steel Spear is nothing to is nothing harmless at all. There we go. What's happening here? What is this? Seals in the desert? That's quite surreal. Alright, turns out they're not going hostile. So I'm going to bring Amanda here for some hauling already. As soon as she had a bite. Of course. Already hauling it. Good. Well then, seals, why not? Starvation on flays. Come on, guy. You can't have, if you can't handle your drugs, don't take them, buddy. It's simple as it can be. So we're setting up camp now as soon as they hit the spot. Oh. I can't set up camp anymore because that's too close to the colony. So let's enter this small hillside and see what these three guys can find out there. Come on. Let's help this man. What are you guys? Can somebody just okay, of course, as soon as we put him into the bed, he can move again. Yeah, Flays. You're getting odd on your olden days. Alright, so now we can go for the setup camp here and see what will happen here. It's a smaller map, but oh, I can already see. We have gold, we have steel, there are plenty of good things here. And as OP that might sound at the first glance, well, it's still a risk. And most of the time you're just not getting anything special at all. So let's go for the gold and the steel here. So is there actually anybody here who's really bad at mining? No, not really. So right now I want pretty much everybody on those mining jobs. Let's drop that chocolate. Have stockpiles in. Alright. Just dropping that chocolate to make sure that my guys are aware of the food. I don't trust them. Sometimes your colonists are really dumb. So let's issue the butchering order. And now we're getting done with that. I'm pretty sure that I won't be spending too much time here because steel is quite heavy, and I think overall there's just a few we're just going to be able to haul a few hundred of those back home, and then caravan's already full. So there we go. Let's see. Can we actually bring back home what we have here? No. So, no need to mine any further. We're just getting back home what we can get back home, and there we go. Boom. That's at least 375 units of steel. I'd say that's a good start. Alright. And with those seals in the freezer, there's also something good, some good food available. So Jane's caravan ran out of food, and there's 2 days of food in the caravan. I don't understand these happenings whenever they're around. Sometimes I just wonder what's the answer to this. Why are they believing that they are having no more food? This is such an odd question, because I never have found the problem behind that. I'm wondering about this for years now. I'm not lying. It's a question I'm asking myself over the course of years. Why is that happening? And I don't know why it's happening. All right. Oh, there's a female psychic drone. Look at that. Finally, the fabrication bench is up and running. Awesome. So that caravan was quite the success. Let's send Jackboot for the long-range mineral scanner as well. And then everything will be finer than before. Maybe not completely fine, but better than before. No, I'm out of components. But luckily, it's no longer a real problem. Haha. So who's my crafty guy? Amanda is my crafty guy. Alright, she's already on it. Perfect. So these things take quite forever to be built, but I mean, it's at least a solution for my problem. Components have a little bit of a high production time, but whatever. Can it make component neat material? Come on, no. Oh man, that's pretty hard, don't you think? I'm out of basically a scrap of steel here. Damn. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send a caravan to my neighbors up there at Mentone. It's a good opportunity to strengthen our friendshiply bonds and gather up a few scraps of steel. Or, that's a long way to go. Ah, look at that. There's one useless monument from the olden days. Let's deconstruct that crap. There's even more of that. Did I have that much steel one day? Man. Alright, whatever. That's going to be the steel I need. Awesome. Flays forgot that he had a assault rifle. Well, what things you forget when you have a bullet in your head. There we go. And now, Amanda, we can do that. I just want to have it. The long-range mineral scanner. I want to have a reliable source for steel and such, because it's just no fun anymore to work under these circumstances. That's that. We're going to tune it to steel. There we go. And now, all that's necessary here is one more person on the research preference than before. Okay. Let's do something like that. They should be running for the research now, sooner or later. And it's okay that I moved Jackboot away from the construction job. He might be a god when it comes down to construction, but it's okay to have him on another job as well. So basically I now have Jane, Caro, and Jackboot available when it comes to research jobs. That should be quite good. So Jane, I'm going to set her away from the endless hauling business, because that's also not that necessary anymore. I do have 2 trained donkeys for that, and another one is getting trained too. There's Thrumbos, 3 of them. Do I want to kill them? Thrumbos would be building unusable due to roof. Okay. Are you kidding me? I hope I can remove that roof. Yeah, it's just a minor thing. Okay. I was pretty afraid for a moment that I put that thing on a wrong spot where it can't be used at all. Shocking. Because you can't minify those, I just realized. Alrighty, so the kibble job here, yeah, I like it how it's done. Okay. I think we should be well armed for this, so let's go. We have to go for that. It's so much food for the colony. So good for us in general. So there we go. I mean, let's burden that thing. And since I'm able to split them apart, it's going to be no problem at all. So Lucy can run away from that thing. Wow, so tanky, gotta say. Alrighty, so next one. Next. Alright. Thrumbo in revenge. Let's toss another burden spell. It's wonderful to have this burden spell. So let's make sure the Thrumbo chases Amanda. What a mean and cheesy way to kill off those giants. But I don't mind. Well, it would be a lot harder with friendly fire enabled, to be honest here. Oh, the last one knows what's coming. He's trying to hide himself in there. Trying to find cover. But this place is going to be the worst quite soon, so... There we go. With those horns, we're going to afford a lot of good things. Perfect! 3 Thrumbos coming up nicely. Can we please now? Nobody here is signed for hunting. Are you kidding me? No, it's just not on the option menu. That's are you kidding me? I mean, Lucy is set on hunting. So now, all right. So I had to redo it until it got until the order got through. Nice. So that's a real plus there. Once these guys are butchered, I'm going to sell off the horns to my neighbors at Mentone. That's going to be the thing, how I'm going to make my neighbors over there friendlier. But that's the stuff for episode 31, because today we're almost done with what's transpiring. But it has been a great time. We're getting things done here. and the researches aren't getting done, and yeah, well, right now it's not quite happening that we're scanning for minerals as well, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to hit that spot soon too, once the plant jobs and everything are done. But overall, well, maybe I should put flays onto the research bench too. I don't know. It's just quite hard because I don't have the manpower to pull that stuff off. Maybe I have to micromanage that. Whatever. Drop me a comment down below if you have anything on your mind. As you know, I love to hear from you guys. And until then, have a great time. And I hope we're going to see each other again when we're hitting episode 31. Until then, bye-bye.